and certainly someone more than capable of holding that title.
Of course, former UFC fighter, Matt Riddle, both these men have had interesting trajectories from the moment that they left the WWE. Both men winning New Japan Championship gold on the same night. Accolades upon accolades. Matt Riddle, he is the current MLW World Heavyweight Champion, former US Champion, Tag Champion, 10 years as a pro wrestler, even longer if you include his UFC career. This man has a pedigree longer than anyone else that currently resides in World Series Wrestling, unless perhaps you consider his opponent.
I was about to say, let's not ignore the man holding the gold at the moment.
He is the most wanted man, Nick Nemeth, former TNA champion, former AAA Mega Champ, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, a 20-year veteran of this fine sport.
And I'll have you know, quite a stand-up comedian.
And as you see, strapped around his waist, the current reigning, defending World Series Wrestling World Champion.
Now, Nick Nemeth won that title all the way last year in Adelaide. You and I were there, Sean. We saw the absolute controversy. Yes, controversy around that win. I mean, we were all happy at the time, but going back now, he didn't pin the then champ Mark Cardona, did he? Did he, Sean?
We will say that there was a surrogate, a replacement utilized for an injured Matt Cardona, who placed Hammerstone as a very last-minute replacement. Nick Nemeth took the challenge. Nick Nemeth overcame the challenge, and that is why we have a championship belt around his waist currently.
But if Nick Nemeth was any type of, honourable individual, he would give that title back to Matt Cardona. Now that Matt Cardona is fighting fit at 125%.
Oh yeah, let's forget. Again, 20 years in the business, Nick Nemeth has seen it all. Nick Nemeth has done it all.
20 years in the business and 20 years of World Series Wrestling as we present to you Legacy, your main event. The champion Nick Nemeth going up against the legit bro, Matt Riddle.
I want to thank you all again who have tuned in live to watch us on Triller TV. Of course, this is night one of just 4. After Melbourne, we head to Brisbane, then to Adelaide, and then to Sydney. There are so many more matchups to come, potentially a lot more championship matches. By the end of the tour, your champion may not be Nick Nemeth or Matt Riddle. But for now, we can only go so far. For now, it comes down to the end of night one. Will your champion be the wanted man, or will it be the legit bro?
Two sizing each other up. Nick going for the leg? No, just teasing it.
Cannot discount the amateur background of Nick Nemeth. See,
Locking up.
Oh my goodness.
And Matt Riddle there. I think that was more of a one-upmanship than it was a legitimate technique to try and get the upper hand.
I really am unsure who comes out on top in a straight-up wrestling match. In a ground game, who has the upper hand? Got that amateur background against that mixed martial arts style. Both men so dangerous.
Riddle going in.
Coming forward,
Nemeth.
quick pinfall!
Quickly back on with a headlock and a pin. My goodness.
Nick Nemeth so quick. You see, they're pretty good, Matt Riddle says.
I don't know how he does it, but Matt Riddle just always seems really calm. Just really relaxed, just happy to be here.
The problem, and it rarely happens, but the problem is if you see that demeanor change, it rarely happens.
Oh! Big takedown into an armbar. Does he have it? No.
Nemeth is holding for dear life against his other arm, that monkey grip employed. And a surefire way to break your arm.
Trying to release some of the tension off that shoulder, rolling around.
And you can see there how close.
Oh, we got pinned, we got pinned.
You can see how close Nemeth was to the ropes, but he simply couldn't give up the hold on his other arm.
Unlike an MMA competition, like you can't just roll on your back and hope to muscle out of it. Your shoulders are down, that's a pin, whether you're in the advantage or not. That's it. That's game over. You've got to be thinking 2-3 steps ahead. You've got to be thinking where all your body parts are, not just the ones that hurt.
There's the pure understanding. Going for that.
Oh! Ducking a super kick.
Going for that cutter, recalling a time with a certain killer.
Killer or a snake?
In any case, it was out of nowhere. Matt Riddle, Nick Nemeth, seemingly having done their homework plenty on each other. The WSW World Heavyweight title.
Oh, and Nemeth resulting to a more of what we're used to seeing in this type of competition, with a swift elbow to the back of the head to get the advantage.
Hold on!
Oh!
Caught with a triangle! He caught Nemeth in mid-air, flipping him over.
And I honestly thought he was going to put it on while they were both on the ropes.
Nemeth not only gaining an incredible amount of height, the fact that Riddle caught him. Gigantic, I was going to say boot, just a big foot. Straight to the face, the chin of Nemeth.
I don't know what Riddle's doing here, whether he's sizing him up or showboating or, oh, eating some canvas. That's what he's doing.
These two men have met up several times in tag team action, in rumbles. Very rarely have they had the opportunity to go one-on-one. Very surprising for the amount of time that these two men have been in each other's circles.
Oh, and we saw there Nemeth rolling in, breaking up the count, rolling out. Perhaps a mistake, because it allowed Riddle to get the upper hand and then belch him with those devastating roundhouse kicks.
Imagine getting walloped in the face by the shin of a former UFC fighter. Now taken to the skies.
Oh, well, imagine being drop kicked out of midair by a former WWE champion.
Nemeth having it scouted, potentially out of desperation, but it gives him ample time to gain at least a bit of an advantage back, if not a bit of time to breathe.
I don't know if you can see it there, Sean, but yes, it looks like Nick Nemeth's got a cut on top of his head.
See the hair slowly going from blonde to red. It's hard to tell exactly where he may have gone. It could have been anywhere. And Nemeth, I think Nemeth knows he has the blood there, but he's simply choosing to ignore it. Has to be a gash right on the top of the forehead of Nemeth.
Could have been anything. Could have been when he was belted to the outside. It could have been an elbow to the top of the head. One thing's for sure, that amount of blood dripping down into your eyes, it's going to hurt, it's going to sting, it's going to impair your vision. It's a distraction. It means the champ could be in trouble.
And here comes the problem. We talk about a 4-night tour. You might get through this match, you might staple it up. You have to wrestle the very next night.
You've got a target on you.
Coming forward for the big elbow. Riddle wisely rolling out the way. Matt Riddle again going to the well with those strikes, the chops, the kicks.
Oh, vicious elbow. And while the blood may be a target, while the blood may be a point of concern, it's also a motivator. Nothing makes you, excuse the pun, no, not excuse the pun, see red more than a gash to your face.
You have to say that if nothing more, it just inspires Nemeth even further as well, just to keep driving, to do worse to his opponent.
And here comes a flurry of elbow drops right on the chest of Matt Riddle. You've got to believe you hit that heart enough times with enough force, you could cause permanent damage. You can make that heart skip a beat, and all of a sudden,
right hook to the knee of a thigh.
No, that was to his dick.
Well, I want to assume it was unintentional, but it is hard to really put in words how incredible it is that Nemeth moves the way he does. It's a 20-year career. The man is 44 years old and moves just as quick now as he did in 2005.
When you're at the top of the game, you have to stay in top physical perfection. And look at this!
Gaining ultimate leverage. Matt Riddle actually not far behind at 39 years old. Jumping from sport to sport, from mixed martial arts to professional wrestling.
You can see Riddle locking in that chin on the joint of Nick Nemeth there, trying to get him to release any kind of tension from this headlock.
Other way around, but I get your point.
What did I say?
You said Riddle had the headlock.
I'm sorry, I'm just so... Yeah.
And
I can't... yeah.
It would not shock me that Riddle could get a headlock from this position.
Yeah, it's just disappointing matches like this that I have to call them, because I'd like to sit here and just watch it. Honestly. I've got a job to do, I've been paid, I have to do this, but all I want to do is sit down and watch some goddamn wrestling like this.
You know what you can see here now is that blood continuing to... Just a mess of hair. But honestly, at this point, I think the color of Nemeth's chest is about to join the fray and become red too. The body is being beaten down.
Oh, they just don't stop.
Honestly, Nemeth's entire body is turning a shade of crimson. Riddle trying to gather steam there, and Nemeth with some dirty elbows straight into that trap.
Necessary elbows. Riddle replying with one of his own. Up top.
Oh my God!
Corkscrew moonsault.
Oh! 2.5! The floating bro from the top to a standing Nemeth.
Now as Riddle, I'd be jumping back on straight away. Nemeth's going to be feeling dizzy. That amount of blood loss, you wouldn't be thinking straight. Riddle should be jumping on it now and cutting off as much oxygen as he can, because then stuff like this happens.
Oh, Nemeth goading Riddle into a kick there, almost getting the pinfall victory.
Oh! Riddle's got him! Counter! Sunset flip!
2!
Oh! Oh! 101! That's it!
One arm draped over, champion on the line! It seems like every time one of these two competitors gets an ounce of smidgen of momentum, he gets cut off.
Gosh, Sean, I'm out of breath.
Both men flat on their backs, energy spent, bodies battered, bruised, in pain. The crowd here in the Melbourne Pavillion willing them on.
Cardona has every right to be out here. He was never pinned.
He can have his chance later. Get him out of here. We've got a main event to contend with. Hold on! Famouser! Nemeth with a Famouser to distracted Riddle. Oh my God! A momentary distraction by...
Oh, what's he doing out here now? He has no right being out here.
Explain yourself.
Cardona has every right to be out here because Cardona was never pinned to lose his title. Raj wasn't even in Australia when Cardona lost his title. Why is he out here?
Who was the man that pinned Matt Cardona earlier tonight?
I don't remember.
The Maharaja Raj Desi out here to ensure a fair match, to ensure that Cardona does not get involved. Double clothesline on the inside. Matt Riddle, Nick Nemeth, now just stalking each other. Oh my God.
Cardona's not having any of it, telling Raj to get back where he belongs, out in the back.
And we're
sitting down, take a shower.
This is the combustible element here. It's about to pop off.
Cardona telling him, it's my championship, you have no right, and he's absolutely correct.
Wait! Wait a minute, he's spilling into the ring now. Cardona! Raj Desi!
Oh!
They're not a part of this match. They had theirs earlier, yet the action continues forth. I mean, this match is still going.
This match is still going, but Cardona quickly trying to get away from those brutal blows of the Maharaja.
And now, just like that, they're gone. WSW World Championship on the line. Riddle, Matt Riddle, scouting Nemeth. Cutter!
You can have a new champ.
One! It's over!
Oh! Wow! Nick Nemeth digging deep, and you've got to believe using the last of his reserves of strength to kick out of that huge cutter. Riddle can't believe it either, but he's setting him up.
Bad to see it here again. That floating bro, now to a downs Nemeth. Wait! Calling an audible midair. Hold on! Bro Derek! Ben, it's a Bro Derek!
No, it's not! It's a roller! He's got it!
Matt Riddle! Inches away! The disappointment etched upon Matt Riddle's face says it all. He believed he had the match surely won. And as sure as I'm talking, Nick Nemeth knew it too. With a chance, flash, roll up, Nick Nemeth was able to secure the title, secure his defense. Here at the Melbourne Pavillion for night one of our Legacy Tour for World Series Wrestling, Nick Nemeth can still call himself World Champion. And there you can see amazing showmanship.
An awkward show of showmanship.
What an incredible main event. What an incredible night here. Matt Riddle and Nick Nemeth closing out the show for us with a tremendous match. And you know, that is Melbourne, Ben.
That is Melbourne.
Tomorrow, we are heading off to Brisbane.
We are indeed. You'll see us tomorrow night in Brisbane at Eaton's Hills Grand Ballroom in Brisbane, where we bring you night 2